The Breakfast Club.
Beatles, morning everybody, it's DJ Envy, Angela Yee,
Drop on a clues bomb for Ray Schmurmer too. I saw them on Ellen.
Hey, performed on Ellen.
I love to see how far those two young men have come.
Well, let's get to the rumors, let's talk T.I.
It's about time.
What's going on?
Rumor report. This is the Rumor Report.
Talk to him.
With Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Well, T.I. released a series of Instagram videos where he is warning us about these meetings that people are having. He said, attention, be clear, there is an agenda behind all these meetings. I shall explain in detail, be aware, be alert, or be bamboozled. And then he broke it down. Here's what he said.
All you celebrities, black, minority, all of you, man, athletes, man, all of you, look, let me tell you something. Do not accept any invitation to have any meeting, no matter how positive you think the outcome may be. Without understanding, man, people have a very Willie Lynch agenda. You being there, being seen with them, taking pictures and smiling and being positive, it may seem positive to you, but there's a hidden agenda, man. Do not go in there unless you have a strategy or you with John Lewis or somebody who can represent us.
I do agree with T.I. when he said don't go in there unless you can take John Lewis, because I said the same thing. If they asked me to meet with Donald Trump, I wouldn't go if I couldn't bring the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan.
All right, well, T.I. goes on to explain what he means by this hidden agenda.
They seen how adamantly against him being president, the hip-hop community and the young black people was in America. So what do? They get Kanye West to come in. Well, he's their representative. They listen to his music, they buy his shoes, they go see him in concert. Well, surely if we take a picture with him, he smiles and says he's cool with it, they'll fall right in line. Black women, well, who speaks to the black women? Steve Harvey. Let's get him in here. He'll take a picture, he'll smile, he'll say it's cool, they'll fall right in line. Who else? They love football. Let's get Ray Lewis. Let's get Jim Brown. They were the heroes. Surely if they say they cool with it. And also on the week where you're going back and forth with Martin Luther King, homeboy, one of the most prolific civil rights activists of our times, you're going to get Martin Luther King's son or Martin Luther King Day to come in there and meet with you? And y'all got to see this, man.
Well, you know, throughout history, when it comes to the fight for civil rights, there's been engagers and resistors, and some people choose to engage with government in a system that isn't treating them fairly, and some people choose to resist. Martin Luther King Jr. was more of an engager, Malcolm X was more of a resistor, and neither one of their methods were wrong, especially when what they both want is justice for black people. But the problem I have is when resistors start slandering the engagers, because we spending all this time infighting amongst each other, and as long as we're not on the same page and organized, moving as one cohesive unit, we'll never get anywhere.
Well, I guess what T.I. is saying is that it's a PR stunt. This is what we're going to do in order to appeal to a certain demographic of people, and we're going to, and I understand that too.
Well, even if it's a PR stunt on their end, you know what I'm saying, as far as like our people, resistors have always called engagers Uncle Toms. Malcolm X used to call Martin Luther King Jr. and Uncle Tom, but imagine how much more Malcolm and Martin could have gotten done together. Engagers and resistors need to be on the same page. As long as they got us infighting amongst each other, we'll never progress.
All right, now Bishop Eddie Long has passed away. They said that he had a very aggressive form of cancer. He was 63 years old. So now there have been some statements. If you remember, there was a lawsuit that was settled from 4 young men who said that they were sexually assaulted by the bishop. And they said, as much as we'd like to make a statement about the passing of Bishop Eddie Long, we've all decided to remain silent for now. They said our perspectives will be addressed in our book, Forsaken, that's F-O-U-R, because there was 4 of them, Saken, which we hope to release soon.
Yeah, you can't get mad. I saw people getting upset at people because they were saying things like, the hell with Biddy Long. What's his name?
Bishop Eddie
Long. Yesterday on social media. You can't be mad at them. The man molested kids, right?
Allegedly. We don't know.
Well,
but I'm surprised he's able to write a book, because if you settle out, they stop him from writing books, being able to talk about it, any of that.
I felt bad too, though, because I was looking like, last picture I saw Eddie, I was thinking to myself, damn, he looked like he about to die.
Right. He actually had cancer.
Lost a lot of weight.
All right. Hidden Figures is the #1 movie in America for 2 weeks in a row.
Nice.
So that's you. So congratulations. I'm going to go see that movie this week because I'm so mad at myself that I haven't seen it yet. But I'm going to go this week and check it out. Also, let's discuss Taxstone. Now, we all know Taxstone from his Tax Season podcast. He has been arrested. He got arrested over the weekend. They went and arrested him. He was at his aunt's house in Brooklyn. And that is for his connection with the shooting that happened at Irving Plaza right before T.I. was scheduled to perform. Now, they said that he was wanted on a federal warrant charging him with being a felon in possession of a firearm. He was also being sought by the NYPD in relation to the Irving Plaza shooting. So they said they did arrest him yesterday morning without incident.
Well, drop on the clues bombs for Taxstone. That's my guy.
We get some rain today. They said there could possibly be some DNA, his DNA on the gun, but I guess we'll find out today at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, I don't know the whole situation, but that's my guy. I support Taxstone. 100%.
Okay. No matter what the situation is.
That's my guy. Right or wrong.
All right, Kim Kardashian. They actually have released her police statement from Paris. She talked about hearing noises at the door like footsteps. She shouted, "Who was there?" No one answered. She said, "I called at 2:56 a.m. my bodyguard. I saw through the sliding door 2 people coming, plus the man from the reception who was strapped." She said the 2 men were hooded. The one had a ski mask. He had a cap and a jacket with police written on it. And she goes on to talk about what she was wearing. She had on a bathrobe. She said she was naked underneath. Then we went in the room again. They pushed me on the bed. They strapped me with plastic cables and tape on my hands. Then they taped my mouth and my legs. And then they carried her into the bathtub. She talked about how they asked where her ring was. She said it was placed on the bedside table. It cost $4 million. And she denied knowing where that was, but she said it was on social media the day before that. And she said he took out a weapon. I showed him the ring. He pointed the weapon toward me. He took the ring. He was wearing gloves. He asked me where the jewels and the money are. She said, I think they robbed me for $5 million. They didn't rob my cash. And then she said they took her iPhone 6 and her BlackBerry, and then they left.
She had cash on her, too?
She said they didn't take her cash, though.
Why would they take the... See, that's everybody's priorities is all messed up. See, these phones got y'all so stupid. You take the iPhones, but not the cash.
Well, they took the phones so she couldn't call anybody.
But if you take the phones and they hit the freaking iPhone locator, then they can find your location.
They probably tossed that phone as soon as they got outside.
I wouldn't even risk that. Just take the money.
Well, they probably just didn't want her to use the phone right away. They probably smashed it outside.
They probably tossed that phone so fast.
All right, well, I'm Angela Yee, and that is your Rumor Report.
All right, when we come back, we got front page news. What we talking about, Yee?
We are going to talk about our president-elect Donald Trump. Inauguration is on Friday. There was a lot of controversy. Plus, we'll talk about this teacher in Texas who was arrested, and that is for sleeping with a student. But It was really crazy.
All right, we'll get into all that when we come back. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Come on. Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get into some front page news. Now, in sports this weekend, the Patriots will play the Steelers. The Falcons will play the Packers. And, yes, the Cowboys lost to the Packers last Sunday.
Okay. It wasn't last Sunday.
Well, what Sunday was it?
I don't know what Sunday it was. I forgot. It was all a blur. All right.
They lost by 3.
Okay. All right. It happens.
How'd it make you feel?
It's crazy. I wasn't as hurt as I thought I would be, only because I know our future is so bright. This wasn't a typical Dallas Cowboys loss. Like, Dak and Zeke and Dez, they big time, man. They gamers. So I don't know. I wasn't as hurt as I thought I would be.
It was an edge of the seat type of game, though.
It was a great game.
I thought it was going to go into overtime.
It should have went to overtime, but see what it is, man. What y'all don't realize is this, man.
Oh, boy.
Donald Trump is a Green Bay Packers fan, right? And they got this little thing in the ball. So if you notice, when he kicked the ball, he was about to miss that field goal, but they hit that little remote control, and they brought it right back in between the
that's what happened? That's your story you go with?
The field goal thing, yep.
That's your story you go with?
And if you notice, as soon as they hit the field goal, Aaron Rodgers hit up the Hail Trump sign. As soon as he did it. The same Hitler Hail Trump sign, Aaron Rodgers threw it right up in the air. I don't know if y'all realize that.
Now let's talk about Trump. Trump had a meeting with Martin Luther King III.
Yes, he did. And according to Donald Trump, he said, he wanted to celebrate all of the many wonderful things that Martin Luther King stood for. Now, there was a lot of controversy over the weekend with Donald Trump saying some negative things about Congressman John Lewis. He said he should spend more time on fixing and helping his district, which is in horrible shape and falling apart, not to mention crime infested, rather than falsely complaining about the election results. All talk, no action or results. Sad. And a lot of people were upset about that because they look at Congressman John Lewis as a civil rights leader and all that he's done in the past and all that he does now. So some people felt like that was wrong. More than 40 Democratic lawmakers are now skipping Donald Trump's inauguration, which is going to happen on Friday.
All right. Now let's talk about this teacher having sex with a teen.
Man, now this was a crazy story, and I know we've been talking about this all morning, but this went down in Texas, and this teacher had sex with a 13-year-old. She's 25 years old, and the parents actually condoned it. Now, the crazy thing is the dad was living in the house with the teacher and his son, and she was buying all the groceries. She told the neighbor that was her little brother. She actually got pregnant by the student, and they were having sex every single day for about 9 months. She had an abortion, though, so now she is going to get 10 years in jail. She was facing up to 30.
Wow. All right. Well, that's front page news.
When you say the parents were condoning it, how were they condoning it?
The father was there living with the son, pretending to be her boyfriend, even though she was dating the son. And she has a 6-year-old daughter who called the 13-year-old dad.
Jesus Christ. Well, the 6-year-old don't know no better, but the father probably was just looking for free room and board. That's all. That's what that
let
was.
me just,
the father was trying to get up on his feet. The father clearly was pimping his son.
Yeah, let me pimp my child out.
He was clearly pimping his son. He was getting his Chris Jenner on.
Alexandria is now in jail.
Okay. All right, well, that's front page news. Now, when we come back, 800-585-1051, we're talking Trump. Now, he's meeting with some of your favorite people, whether it's Kanye West, whether it's Steve Harvey, whether it's Martin Luther King III. What do you think about it? You think it's just a PR stunt? Do you think we shouldn't meet with him? That is the question this morning. 800-585-1051.
Now, what about performing at his inauguration? Do we look at people differently for that? Because, some people refuse to perform.
That's a little far.
And some people have had to pull out because of death threats.
800-585-1051. Call us now. It's the Breakfast Club. Come on.